Hello everybody, welcome. My name is Chef Rob. Finally, we're getting into summer. These are going to be really good for your 4th of July, maybe Memorial Day, Labor Day, and all summer long. These are red, white, and blueberry whoopie pies, and it has a lemon filling inside. So it has a really good taste and they look very pretty. Everybody loves the whoopie pies. You're going to make 6 nice sized ones, and we're going to start by doing all our dry ingredients. So you're going to want to get a medium bowl. Okay, so we're going to take 1.5 cups of the all-purpose flour. Just make sure it's nice and level. I kind of overfill it, and then just give it a nice swoop just like that. And if you are not, if you don't like blueberries or you don't like strawberries, you could switch this around. You could do bananas, you could do peaches, you could do mango. You can make it whatever type of fruit whoopie pie you want to make, okay? So go with the season too. A 1/2 teaspoon of the baking powder. Make sure it's nice and level, just like that. And then we're going to get 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then 1/2 teaspoon of the baking soda. Make sure you have the baking soda and the baking powder. Very, very important. Okay, let's just take these ingredients, just mix these up really well. At this time, I would say you could start your oven and just put it on 375. Okay, so this way, when you're done making these, it's ready to go into the oven. Okay, and then while they're baking, we're going to make the lemon filling. So now we're just going to take 5 tablespoons of the unsalted butter. And you want this to be nice and soft. Okay, so you kind of move it with your fingers there just a little bit. Just drop this into the bowl. And then we're going to put in 2/3 of a cup of the white sugar. Make sure you do put in the 2 full amounts for the right texture and the softness of it. And 1 teaspoon of the pure vanilla extract. Okay, it really matters to use that pure vanilla extract. Put that in here. I'm going to get my electric mixer. Okay, we're going to beat this for 5 minutes on medium high. I want to get it light and fluffy. Okay, so we're going to do this, and we'll just keep kind of showing you this. And you can keep scraping down the sides of the bowl. That way all that sugar and butter all comes together. So this recipe takes 1 full stick of butter, but right now you are just using 5 tablespoons of softened butter. Okay, so this is starting to come together nicely. In about 2 more minutes, we are going to add in our egg. Always bring any of the dairy ingredients to room temperature ahead of time. So I took out the egg already about an hour ago, and that'll be room temperature. And now we're going to be using whole milk as well, and that is 1/3 of a cup. Please try to use the whole milk, as it really does matter for the consistency of this whoopie pie. Okay, now we're going to add in our egg, and I'm going to turn this on low, and I want to scrape down the sides of the bowl. Get everything mixed in the middle. As soon as everything is combined nicely, we're just going to turn this off, and then we're going to rotate, adding in the flour mixture and the milk mixture. The milk, I should say. Okay, again, you're going to get 6 nice size whoopie pies. Change this around with all different berries: blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, peaches, mango, bananas, anything like that will work. Okay, so this is a good consistency, just like this. Now we're just going to add in a little bit of the flour and then a little bit of the milk, just kind of alternately. We'll do it in like thirds. Okay, so just put about 1/3 of this in here. Just a little of the milk. Get that combined, and then we'll just keep adding it until we are all combined and it makes a good dough. And always scrape up against the bowl. When you do bake these, make sure you have parchment paper or the silicone baking mats. They are just perfect for this. Okay, I'm going to add in some more of the flour until we just get that right consistency. Scrape down the sides of the bowls just like this. When you're doing the berries, always make sure you wash the berries and then pat them dry. You don't want any excess liquid getting into them. Okay, I'm just going to add in the rest of the flour mixture. Make sure everything from the bottom of the bowl is in there. Okay. And now the remaining whole milk. It'll be like a nice thick batter. Kind of forms into kind of like crumbs. You can turn it up just a little bit. Now if you go in with your hands, or if you have some gloves, it'll be a nice smoother mix. Okay. So I got everything up against the sides here. Perfect. So now you can put in a 3/4 cup of berries. So I'm going to do a mix of blueberries and strawberries. Just going to slice it like this. And then just kind of cut it into little pieces. That way they kind of just go throughout. And then we're just going to fold it in. Again, when you put this in, have 3/4 of the berries. You don't want any more of that just because of the water content that is in the berries. And always wash these and dry them really good. Okay. These are pretty large strawberries, so I'm going to do 3 of them, and then the remaining amount I will do blueberries. And you can cut them as large or as small as you like. Okay, let me see how much I have of the strawberries. Okay, so I'm a little under a half a cup, so I'm just going to put the remaining blueberries in here, just like that. Now we're just going to fold it into the batter. We just want to get it folded in, and then we're going to stop. Okay. All those good berries. And just lightly toss this around. And then we're going to have our lined baking sheets with the parchment paper. And you could put a little bit of the cooking spray onto it. And then they go in the 375 oven. These are just about combined. Sometimes the fresh berries are a little hard to get it combined in there, but they will work. Just be patient with it, and it all comes together. Don't be rough with it. Take your time, fold them in. This is a really, really tasty batter. Okay, so let me take our 2 baking sheets with the parchment paper, and then we're going to use tablespoons to put this batter on. Okay, just like that. Okay, so now what we want to do is just give this a quick spray, just a light spray, and then we're going to take mounds of the dough and put them on the parchment paper. This is about 2 tablespoons worth. So we have to make 12 of these. And then this is actually going to go in the refrigerator. You could put it in there for 10 minutes up to like 30 minutes. Just want to get it to a little bit more solid. And then we pop them right into the oven. Okay, let's make the lemon filling right now. I took out an 8-ounce brick of the cream cheese, So I am just going to cut this in half to get 4 ounces of it. And then we're just going to put that right in the bowl. You can just squeeze that right in the bowl. Make sure you get it all out. What's really good about this filling is everything goes in the bowl right now, and then we beat it, and then we just add the powdered sugar. 3 tablespoons of the remaining stick of the butter. Okay. Going to add in a half teaspoon of the vanilla extract. We want a pinch of salt. That will bring out the flavor. Okay, let's just zest up this 1 whole lemon because we want about 1 teaspoon. This is a small lemon, so this will be about a teaspoon. If you really like your lemon and you're using a large lemon, that would be fine. It's really a preference. Some people would want to stop at half of a lemon with the zest. Okay, don't get any of the white, just get that nice yellow part, and then that is it. Take the lemons out about 30 minutes ahead of time, because when you take them out ahead of time you will get more juice out of them. You can always roll them, and you can put them in the microwave for about 6-7 seconds. It kind of loosens all the juices up and you get all the juice. Okay, so we're just going to cut this now. Cut this lemon. And I need about a tablespoon. So this will give me about a tablespoon worth of lemon. So I'm just going to squeeze this right in here. Okay, if you're doing it with your hands, just kind of use your fingers to be like the strainer so you get any pits. Okay. Some lemons are juicier than others. This one, not too bad, but I've had better. Okay, so yeah, that's just about a tablespoon right there. Okay, so what we want to do is put our beater on. And we're going to do it on a medium speed until smooth. And then we're going to put in at least a half cup of the powdered sugar and up to 3/4 of a cup. If you like it sweeter, you certainly could add more. The most you would want to add is about 1.5 cups. Okay, you could take up to 1.5 cups. So this is nice and smooth right here. So I am just going to take a half cup just to start, and then you can always just put your finger in it after the mixer is stopped, and you can try it, and you could say you want it sweeter. You can always add more powdered sugar. Just want to make sure you get those lumps out. Just a little more. Go right up against the side of the bowl. Just make sure you get those lumps. Kind of just keep checking on them. You want them to be out. You can leave this in the refrigerator until your whoopie pies are cooled after they have been baked. This way, the hard part of it is all done already, and then you just have to assemble them. Okay, just give that a little try. Nice and lemony. It's got the powdered sugar taste to it, so I'm happy with it. You do want it to be a little bit on the thinner side, so you don't have to put a whole lot into the whoopie pies because they are sweet. You really want the lemon and then really taste the burst of the strawberries and the blueberries in it. Okay, so we will check our whoopie pies that are in the refrigerator, and then we'll put them in the oven, and then they'll cool, and then we'll fill it up with the lemon filling. So we're just going to put these in for about 10 to 12 minutes, the 375 oven. These are nice and cool, and halfway through, just switch the pans around, but do it pretty quick because you don't want to let that heat get out of the oven. As soon as they cool, we'll put the filling in, and we'll make them into the whoopie pies. and they'll be great. So our whoopie pies are out of the oven. We're going to let them cool. They took about 12 minutes. The center is nice and a little bit soft there, but you can see the edges. It's cooked all the way through. As they sit, they do finish cooking. Okay, so it usually takes in between the 10 to 12 minutes. So we'll let them cool, we'll fill them, and make our whoopie pies. Okay, now that they have cooled, let's take these, and we're going to take 6 of them and turn them over so we can put a little of the lemon filling right on top. If these are too big for you, you could just cut these in half. Sometimes when we're entertaining, we have other things that everybody wants to try a little bit of everything. About 2 tablespoons of the lemon filling. Okay, and you don't have to spread it out because when you put the other one on there, it's gonna just kind of make it all ooze right even with the whole whoopie pie. Now these you can enjoy right away or put them right in the refrigerator. And if you feel that the filling is a little thin, just add a little more of the powdered sugar to it to tighten it up a little bit. Keep it in a nice cool place because when it's warm, you can make it run. Okay, so we're just going to put these right on top, just like that. These are so tasty, so delicious. Look at these. So again, these were in a 375 oven. Took about the 12 minutes to do. Change it around, different fruits with it. It will all work. Make sure that you get all the liquid out of them. Pat them dry with a paper towel. But enjoy these all summer long. I hope to see you all soon. I miss you all. Be safe and stay well. And we'll be back together soon. Okay, enjoy these. Hold me close, I'm trying to dance.